Hello, good day viewers. Welcome to another biology presentation. So right here with me, I have a question that came in biology paper 2 for 2009. So this question is coming from the topic ecology. So let's look at the question. So this is our question. Figure 4.1 and figure 4.2, they show pyramids of food relationships among organisms in a forest and a lake. So this is figure 4.1, showing the relationship among organisms that are found in a forest, where we have got A, insects, frogs, owls. Then figure 4.2 is showing the food relationships among organisms in a lake. We have alga, fish, crocodiles, vultures. Our question A1, identify the organisms found in trophic level labeled A in figure 4.1. So they want us to identify the name of the organism that is found under trophic level labeled A right here in figure 4.1 right here. So we must know that here in this is the base of the pyramid, and looking at the base of the pyramid, we always have the producers, which are the plants. So these plants, we can have a grass, we can have maize plant, and so on and so forth. Okay, so here we are going to say we have plants. For example, we can have a maize plant, or we can have grass. These are the producers. So let us now look at our question 2. So this is our question 2 right here. What would happen if the population of insects in figure 4.1 reduced? So we can see that in figure 4.1, here we have the plants, we have insects, frogs, owls. So what would happen if the population of the insects were reduced? That is the question. So what would happen if the population of the insects was reduced? It would cause the shortage of food and the energy for the hierarchy, the higher pyramids, because the food relationship in a pyramid, the way it works is that from the plants right here, these plants, they will be eaten by the insects. The insects will also be eaten by the frogs. Then the frogs will also be eaten by the owls. So if there was any shortage to the insects population, this would cause the frogs to decrease in number, okay, and the plants will just increase in number because there will be no insects to eat them. So there are two possible answers that you can give there, or you can say the population of the frogs will decrease because there is a reduction in the population of insects, and this would disturb the other higher trophic levels. Or you can say the reduction in insect population would cause the shortage of food and energy for the higher pyramid. So any of these answers you can write and you can be marked. Okay, so we have said reduction in the insect population would cause shortage of food and energy for the higher pyramid. So that's what would do happen. So let us now move on to another question. So we now come to our question B right here, where we have question B1 and question B2. So start with question B1. What is the ultimate source of energy for both pyramids? So you can see that we have two pyramids right here. We have two pyramids right here. So they want us to identify the source of energy for these two pyramids. So since we have two pyramids right here, and the producers are the plants that will be transferring, or that will start the transfer of food relationship, okay, going to other pyramids. So the ultimate source of energy between these two pyramids would be the sun, okay. That is our answer on B1. So the sun would be the ultimate source of energy for both pyramids. So let us now come to our question B2 right here. Explain the differences in energy between trophic levels as you go up the pyramids. So they want us to explain in terms of the trophic levels as we go up the pyramids. So you can see what would be the trophic levels of energy as we go up the pyramids. We are moving like this, okay, from the producers going to the primary consumers, secondary consumers, herbivorous, carnivorous. So there we can say that as we go up the pyramid, the energy level decreases, okay? Because only 10% of the energy is going to be passed on at each level. So the remaining 90% of the energy is used by each level for each of for the energy that is mostly needed in terms of respiration, excretion, movement, and other metabolic activities. So therefore, the end use of the energy now, it gets the least portion, though the adequate for its use for utilization. So we are able to say that if here maybe you have got let's say you have 5,000 kilojoules, okay, of energy. When we move on to the next level, I've got insects, only 10% of it is going to be passed on. So here we are going to have 500 kilojoules of what? Energy. If we go to the next level, again, only 10% will be passed on to the next level, where we are going to have a 50. We are going to have a 50 kilojoules energy. Then we can come to the last level there, we are going to only have 5 kilojoules of what? Of energy. So now you can see that there is a decrease. Okay, there is a decrease in terms of what? Energy as we move up the what? The pyramid. So you can either say that answer, or you can either write a different answer where you can only say that the higher we go up the pyramid, also the energy levels decreases. So that is how we can answer this question. Okay, so I hope that it's clear, you have gotten something. So let's see how we can answer it. We can say the flow of energy as you go up the pyramid decreases. This is because energy is lost at each level. Only 10% of the energy is passed on. So remember, the other 90% of energy is being used for processes such as respiration, excretion, growth, movement, and other metabolic activities. Okay, so only 10% of the energy is the one that is going to be passed on. Alright guys, so we now come to our last question right here. So the question reads, traces of DDT were applied on a nearby farm, were washed by rain into the lake, and were taken up by algae in figure 4.2. Why was there more DDT in organisms in the fourth trophic level of figure 4.2 than in those in the first trophic level? So I hope you have gotten this question. So first thing, let's try to identify this word that they have used. DDT, traces of DDT. So DDT is actually a chemical compound that is used to kill insects. Okay, it's also used in bioaccumulation of fat tissues of animals, even humans. So DDT in full can be written as dichloroethane, trichloroethane. Okay, so they are telling us that this DDT was applied on a nearby farm. They were washed by rain into the lake and were taken up by the algae. So why was more DDT in organisms in the fourth trophic level of figure 4.2 than those in the first trophic level? So when you look at our figure 4.2 is right here, where we've got the food relationship among organisms in a lake. We've got algae, fish, crocodiles, vultures. Okay, so why were more traces of DDT being consumed under the fourth trophic level? So here we must know that when it comes to the consuming of chemical compounds such as DDT in this pyramid of figure 4.2, it's actually different with how energy flows, okay, from the producers going up. For energy, we said once it's moving from the producers going up, it's what? It decreases. It decreases. Okay, that's what we said for energy. But when it comes to the consuming of this chemical DDT, okay, when we are moving from when you're moving from the producers going up, you actually find that the concentration, it will be high. It becomes high. Okay, the concentration becomes high. In this case, at the fourth level, it will become very high. Okay, because the consumers that are successfully going to this fourth level, they are consuming more than the previous what? The previous level. So why is it like that? You find that the lower levels, like the producers, they are going to have a lot of what? Population, okay? So meaning that this fourth level is going to have the smaller population. Hence, it's going to have or is going to consume a lot of what? Food from the lower level. As a result of each member, you consume also a lot of DDT. So we can say the higher level, which is the fourth level, it has a small population, hence it had a lot of food from the lower level. As a result, each member consumed a lot of what? DDT. So you must ensure this. So for DDT right here, we have said actually the concentration increases as we are moving from the lower, from the producers going up. So here we can say the reason why there was more DDT in organisms in the fourth trophic level in figure 4.2 than those in the first trophic level is that because the fourth level had a small population, hence it had a lot of food from the lower level. As a result, each member consumed a lot of DDT. So that can be our answer. So we've now come to the end of our session. So this, thank you so much for watching. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye bye.